Oh, my daughter loved that episode, by the way.
She did for real?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Flow was good. It kept my attention all the way through. You know what I mean? She was like, great show. She was like,
Some water terrors?
She was like,
You dying?
Overnight? Oh, shit.
Ah,
The show starts.
hey, Captain America.
Captain America. Look what you done.
That means a lot.
What you done, man? That's Captain
Here we come to save the motherfucking day.
Oh, damn. Does that sound familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What is that?
Hey,
What's up, everybody?
The Fresh to Death Boys is in the building today.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Social Primate. Today we have Terrence and Phil. What is up? These are the guys from Fresh to Death podcast.
What's up, whole world? Thank you for having us, Social Primate. Greatly appreciate the invite. Man, what's good?
What's good?
Going on, Eddie? Hey, this is a fly-ass setup.
Yeah, I mean, this is a whole thank you to Super Audio Network. You got Dre over here in the corner.
Yeah.
People have to
Making
excuse
it
me
happen.
for coughing, man. I was just handed something extremely powerful.
Now you still got that cold he working on. Don't
Oh,
tell
yeah.
nobody the
That's
secrets.
kind of part of it.
Man,
But yeah, I'm just.
man.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
over
what's
here,
up
man.
with you, man? How's everybody's day, man?
It's going pretty good for a Tuesday. For a Tuesday, it's pretty good. You know,
doubt.
you know, and it's been a while. It's been a while since probably 2 weeks since I recorded.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's always good to be behind the mic again.
It is, man.
You know, especially when
Absolutely.
the vibes chill, everybody's just hanging around.
No doubt, man. No doubt. No
And
doubt.
then,
No doubt.
you know, and I mean, for Terrence, I haven't seen this guy in like 2 years or
It's
something.
been a
so-
while. It's been a minute, man.
You've been under a rock, huh?
Been under a rock, man. Just trying to.
Part of that's my fault, I guess.
Yeah, it's his fault. Trying to build a show, trying to put something together, man, and kind of had to lay low for a while, and now we here, man, trying a new thing, trying something new. You know,
Yep.
a
That's
new
cool.
creative endeavor.
Yeah, and
You
I mean
know
that's
what I'm
what we should strive for, right? Change it up every few like months,
Yeah, definitely,
years.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You gotta just push forward, man, and see what you can make happen.
Yeah.
And we've been doing that for a long time.
We have, yeah.
You know? Together,
Yeah.
apart, all that.
Together and apart, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys don't mind, give us a little bit of background in regards to, you know, your guys' where the idea started to jump into the podcasting
shoot.
game.
Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and kick this off. I mean, and I'm gonna take it way back before we actually decided
take it back.
podcast. So Terrence and I met in high school, seniors in high school. I got kicked out of Lakewood High the summer going into my senior year, and so I found a new home at Long Beach Jordan High School, Northside High, J-Town.
Is that the one with the panther, like on the building?
Yes, the
Oh,
big Black
damn.
Panther,
Yeah.
man, right there. You can see it from the 710 to the 91.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so historical high school there. So yeah, we met up there. We had our separate groups of friends, but we were into music, real tough, real heavy, and we had a music class.
We had a music
together.
class taught by Mr. Hayes. Remember
Yeah.
him? Mr. Hayes,
Yeah.
Alvin Hayes.
So in this class, there's a lot of talented musicians, and we would get together and just jam every morning. A great way to start the day, you know what I mean? So I met Terrence. He had another half to him, another producing half,
My mic
Tubbs.
still on? I think my mic cut off.
So
Is it on?
I hear you.
yeah, I can
I
hear
hear
you.
you loud and
I can't
clearly.
hear maybe it's in my head.
It's that the captain's talking
It's
to
the
you,
captain's talking.
and we ain't talking about Morgan.
Not Captain Morgan.
Captain America.
Yes, sir. Turn a whim to a pimp.
Did it. Yo,
Let's
that's
get it.
it's taking me a minute to get going.
Hey,
It's all good.
don't
It's all good.
trip. Don't even trip. So yeah, to make a
Test,
long
test.
story longer, we had this music class.
You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good.
Terrence used to freestyle on the drum machine, kicking those dope beats, and I had a rap crew, Twacking Itchy. Twacking Itchy was Smalls.
I think.
So just jamming out. We developed a friendship in high school, but then after high school, we graduated 95. We were just talking about that earlier too. Like as
You guys
soon
were
as
class
we,
of '95. Sorry.
yeah, we old heads.
Man,
We old heads.
Eddie, man, we old heads.
So yeah, we took a break. We didn't see each other for a couple of years.
Couple
then
of years.
we
We linked
crossed
back up
paths.
was 2007. We linked back up. He came over to my house. I was over in Gardena at the time. And like he said, throughout the years, we always stayed in contact. We always spoke with one another, text and shit, just to see what was good with one another.
Yeah.
But we didn't physically hook back up into 2007. And then
Damn, that's a couple of years, man.
yeah, a couple of years. And from that point, we didn't see one another until 2015. But we just spoke throughout the years. And 2015, we hooked back up. He came to the studio, and we've been rocking ever since, man.
And with all that time, like in between, we didn't really understand like how, we're apart, but how similar our lives are like running.
Extremely parallel.
It is crazy. So I had gotten married to my high school sweetheart pretty early. I was 21 years old. We had our daughter. And at the same time across town, my man Terrence had a daughter about the same age.
Yeah.
And neither one of us got blessed with sons.
No sons, just daughters.
Our daughters will bring us our sons.
But not anytime soon, though.
Nah.
I was a young father. I'm not trying to be a young grandfather.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
cool.
at all. Not at all.
Cool.
We trying to change the
Yeah.
cycle. We trying to change things up.
I have
But,
this a little bit of sidebar. I have this huge infinity towards young fathers, and I was listening to a couple of your episodes, and you had your kid at 21, right?
Yeah, 21.
Yeah. I was 22 when I had my daughter, and
Damn.
I was 21.
you was 21. Yeah.
Yeah, 21.
So I always have this infinity towards young fathers. Like I know exactly what you went through, and anybody out there who is a young father, I know that being young, 23, 24, and having that responsibility of
You're
a
not
life.
invincible.
Yeah. I mean, for sure, it's a test.
God,
It's a huge test,
It's
you know?
a real
Right.
test. It's a real test.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, you have to grow up just like that. Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like that.
Right.
Yeah, like it's basically it's kind of like an overnight thing. Like your mentality
Very
has to
much
shift.
so. Very
I mean,
much
because
so.
you think about it, 21 is like it's supposed to be like your time in
Yeah.
a sense, right?
Exactly.
It's your youth.
Exactly. Yeah.
And at that, you get put in that position, which a lot of people can call blessings, other people can call
Yeah.
whatever it is they
And
want
we
to call
it a
it.
curse too. It's
Or
a gift
curse.
and a curse. It depends on how you take it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I tell my daughter all the time, before you were born, 4 years prior to that, I was just in fucking high school. Like,
Yep.
Can you dig that?
can you dig that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just trying to get her to understand the severity of what I was dealing with, you know?
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like fuck. What am I trying to say? It's like people say, it's a child taking care of a child at that point.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Right,
And
we-
you're just
yeah.
kind of like lost.
And
Right.
when I was going through it, I didn't think like that, but in hindsight, yeah. I mean, how much shit I did know then, it's amazing that she's 20 now in college. It's amazing that I got her this far. Well, not myself, exclusively my wife, of course, but just how much shit I didn't know, man.
Right.
I mean, mistakes I made, just, it's a
Well,
fucking
if you guys don't mind me
miracle.
asking, what year were you guys born?
77.
77?
77, yeah.
77,
You're
both
making
you
me
guys?
feel older,
Yeah.
man.
Damn.
I
Okay,
should have told you that I was talking about flat.
see, 77 to 90 is what, like 22 years or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Damn. I mean, it's a big difference.
Yeah, you were born
22.
in 90, right?
Yeah, 90.
90, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to turn 30, dude. And I'm just
30,
like, oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
So how
man.
you feeling now, turning 30? When
there's
is
a-
your birthday by? What month?
April.
April.
In
okay.
April, yeah. So 3 months from now. But I mean, the whole point that I brought that up was, I was 21 when that came up, and now me being 30, I feel like I'm barely kind of catching up on what it is that I kind of missed out on.
Yeah.
Because now I have a little bit more freedom. I have a little bit more like self growth in me, so I could kind of like come to conclusions or change my perspective in different things.
So how's your
Yeah.
kid now?
He's gonna be 8 in August.
Gonna be 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. It's just gonna get better and better, as they're, a little more responsible now. They're, they can stay to themselves a
Yeah.
little bit, and it's just gonna get easier for you. It's gonna be dope. My youngest kid is 16 now, so I'm feeling like I'm almost like totally free.
Like,
Like,
Almost totally.
man,
Yeah.
oh my God!
Here's
Like
a question for you.
me and wifey can go on tour.
Do you consider like your kids grown now?
My oldest, she's grown as shit. Cause I remember what I was at that age. I mean, she's 20 years old.
So at this point, your parenting style is hands off. She's your job.
No,
no.
no, I'm not hands off, and she still lives with me.
Okay.
So I'm definitely gonna give her insight whenever I can, and try to shorten her path. That's my job. If I can tell her, you don't want to get started on this without doing A, B, and C first. I'd be an asshole if I didn't give her those tools.
Yeah.
So I give her whatever I can whenever I can give it. But then at the same time, I understand that There's a lot of shit she wants to figure out on her own. You do have to kind of scale things back, let her make her own decisions, because then she'll think you a helicopter parent.
Exactly. You don't want to do that.
And then it just pushes them to do more of what they shouldn't be doing. So, and she's probably listening to this right now. So, yeah. What's up, Ashanti Aliyah? What's good?
Quick point there is like, you know, being a younger parent, you know, so she's the oldest is 20, you said, right?
Yeah, the oldest is 20, my youngest is 16.
So you can take, well, all three of us in a sense can still kind of think about how we were in our youth, right? So it's still fresher in our minds than being a grown ass man, you know, and having young kids. Yeah. So do you think that has changed in the style that you approach your parenting? Like trying not to be, I don't know how your parents were, but my parents are pretty strict.
That definitely plays a major part in my parenting style. Like, because, not too much has changed since I was that age. It's not that big of an age gap.
Not really.
So I could tell her exactly, like, he gonna try to get you drunk. And then after he try to get you drunk, he gonna try to take advantage of you. And just don't do nothing on camera. No, the homies can't hit it.
At this age,
I don't care if you think they're your brother.
None of that shit. At this age, my daughter, we have extremely honest conversations about guys, about just anything that I think she may deal with in the future. I try to hip her to that as soon as I can. So we talk about the guys. We talk about guys trying to take advantage of her. Don't leave your drinks. You go out, you know, make sure. Motherfuckers that put shit in your drinks. Yeah, right. Motherfucker tell you anything.
Yeah, dudes could be fucking weird, man.
Slimy, grimy. Of course. Right. Yeah, they don't have your best interests at heart.
You are a young woman. You're going to have guys my age looking at you in a sexual type way.
Yeah. Right.
This is the crazy, nutty world we live in.
Right. What's that Little Red Riding Hood and that fucking wolf? There's a lot of wolves out there.
A lot of wolves out there. A lot of wolves.
Yeah, there was I don't want to mention who this story was, but there was a story I heard from a friend that she was at a bar somewhere downtown, probably like last year, and her friend were having drinks on their own, and they turned around and they saw this guy like looking at them, and he had his phone out and he looked kind of like he was fucking you know when you're trying to fake a photo,
he's
but you know you're taking a photo,
and
so they knew, and I guess he got close to them and he started taking pictures of their feet. And they were like, "What the fuck?" And they called it foot fetish. He had a foot fetish, man. The security guy came and was like, "Hey, give me your phone." He took the phone and he had a bunch of pictures of feet. And they fucking the guy started fighting it. They kicked him out. But it, you know, I will. You know, you're being harassed. You know. You know, but dude is like, "What the fuck, fucking weirdos."
That's some weird shit.
I mean, look. Sometimes the feet is good, man. I'm not gonna lie. But no, don't be freak. Don't be a freak like that.
Hey, my daughter actually came to me on some foot fetish shit. Like, hey, I got pretty feet. Like, you think I could slang pictures of my feet?
I wouldn't know how to answer or want to answer.
I'm like, is that a gateway? Like, is this a gateway thing?
Slang her toes on Instagram.
Gateway hustle. Next thing you know, I love ankles.
I know.
What the fuck is that?
The calves.
Stop. Yeah. This is a conversation for your mother. She's over there.
She's over there.
Yeah.
Well, like making a way U-turn back over here.
Yeah, let's get back to it. So this is kind of the thing, like, you know what I mean? We grew up, we were creative. Yeah. We kept in touch over the years. And then once 2015 hit, I was pretty much invited over to Annabelle's. And I came to hang out at Annabelle's. We just chilling. We're two older dudes, you know. We both got, like, little hobbies on the side of things that we do. And we decided to make sure, like, we chill and hang out with each other, like, in our spare time on Sundays. We're just older married men giving ourselves an outlet. Yeah. So, you know, to keep us on the straight and narrow path, make sure we got something to do. You know, idle mind is the devil's playground. So
devil's playground, major, yeah.
So, yeah, as we started spending more and more time together, just talking, getting caught up, seeing where, you know, those parallel paths have taken us, we just decided, hey, you know what? Terrence was already telling me that he had this interest in this podcast. And I was just like, that's dope as fuck. And then one day he just asked me, like, hey, why don't you try to get down with me?
We was in the studio and he was talking. I'm just listening to him talk. I'm not even listening to what he's saying. I'm just listening to the tone of his voice. I'm like,
he just drowned me out and shit.
Yeah. I don't care what he's talking about.
It's like that voice, though.
Okay. Because I've been wanting to do a podcast for the longest. Yeah. Even, you know, I told you that. Yeah. But I didn't know about what. I knew something hip hop, but I didn't want to like do rap music, nothing like that. Something more in depth. Like I was a huge Joe Rogan fan, you know. So I didn't know what. And as he was talking and, you know, we was rekindling our friendship, it started just come. You know, nothing, it wasn't really planned. You know, the podcast itself was planned, but what it's about, it wasn't planned. It's just
like turn the mics on and let's just see what happens.
It's real as fuck because our show is rekindling our friendship. That's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what we're doing.
Damn.
Like this moment right here is another thing that us as friends we can talk about when we're old men. Even though we're on here, we're on your show and promoting our show. This is some friendship shit.
It's just building moments and shit.
That's all we doing.
No, yeah, I guess
that's
all
it.
we doing.
That's it.
That's all we doing.
No,
So
that's good.
documenting that.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. You know, I think that's an important part too, because you know, once you're older, you already have these different mediums that you can go back to listen to these thoughts and conversations. You know,
right? And then these conversations, other people experiencing similar things. I mean, we grew up in '90s hip hop era. You know what I'm saying? Where people was extremely vicious and all that shit.
Yeah.
So we know that we're probably not gonna reach like a bunch of 20-year-olds. Well, we think we really don't know.
We don't know. Yeah,
we think
we don't know.
But from what we think, you know, our primary demographic is gonna, you know, probably be in the area from 30 to 50.
That's what I'm
maybe
thinking,
even a little bit past 50. So we're not afraid to talk about the type of shit that we go through on a regular basis and share our experiences. Because, hey, you know, we're all just here to learn from each other.
There's value in sharing your story, I think.
Yeah.
It may be hard to open up, but it's value. I mean, whatever you're going through, there's mad people out there who's going through the same shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. And they're kind of in a way, kind of waiting for those conversations to come up in their
Absolutely, I just know how many podcasts I have listened to and heard shit that's helped me, you know, give me a suggestion on a book to read or another podcast or a documentary. And so I would hope that's the kind of value that people will get from our show, you know?
Yeah. I get on the show and just be like, yo, y'all getting to the age where y'all need to go get y'all prostate checked.
Oh, my God.
Talk about it. Hey, yeah, for sure, man.
Oh, my God.
Hey, cancer is a motherfucker. It's a very ugly thing. You know what I mean? Nah, I ain't ready. Pineapples.
Pineapples?
Like I always say, I'm like, yo, is that where we're at, man?
Man, we getting there, man. We getting there. But we still young, still fresh. But shit, this is just things that people our age group go through. So
I guess we got to talk about it. Yeah, if we want to be real, which we are, we got to talk about everything.
Yeah.
And make that shit fresh and fly. And that's, you know, that's another premise of Fresh to Death, that growing older and being mature, that's fresh as fuck. You know, you can still be a fly dude, but be mature and be about your shit, be about your business, be a great father, be a great husband.
That's
all that
fresh.
Shit is still that's
what's fresh.
Yeah.
When you
know,
handling your fucking business, that's
we
fresh.
have to get away from glorifying the D-boys on the block and the gangsters. We got those in respect to those.
That's not fresh.
That's not fresh.
Well, that's at least not, you know, that's not the only thing that's fresh.
Yeah.
And what's fly as fuck is a motherfucker getting up going to work every day. What's harder than that? That ain't no dope deal in this world harder than a motherfucker getting up, fighting traffic, and going to work every day.
And then coming home and putting in more work for himself so he could be prosperous later on.
Yeah.
So, that's...
Yeah, man, that takes for sure dedication.
Yeah,
it takes consistency.
That's rough as hell. Yeah.
Right.
Harder than any D-boy on the blocks.
I never got a check hanging in the hood.
No.
I did put in mad hours hanging in the hood.
Ain't
I
got
ain't never
check,
got, nope.
Well, I ain't never got drugs.
Paid to the order of Big Phil, a.k.a. Northsidage. Nope. You ain't get no check for that.
Nah, man.
But I can pull up in the hood in a nice little whip that, you know, I worked hard for, you know, and I got a place where I can lay my head and all of that. So that's definitely fresh shit.
So that's something, you know, we hope that's coming across on our show and everything we do.
Oh.
Dude, no, that's cool. I mean, I've only known Terrence here, you know, for a few years. Out of the two, you haven't seen him.
Yeah, I know.
And you know, like you mentioned, like you've talked about jumping into the idea of doing a podcast, trying to figure out what it was going to be about. And then, like you said, you go MIA for a while, and it's like, damn, you know, you don't hear from him, and it's like you kind of appear out of nowhere, and then you already have like this fucking like platform that's being built, and you're working on it every day, and then you know,
man,
co-hosting each other.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna grow from
did
that.
The logo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That was like 4 years ago or something.
Fuck, thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Not quite.
Or maybe
I remember
less, right?
the
like
old
3?
H. Remember the old age?
Oh yeah, when you guys like changed up the age, and I was like, all
I
right,
think
cool.
at least 2017. We've been planning this shit for 2 years since
Okay,
2017.
okay.
That's when we said, okay, let's do one.
Oh, that makes sense. That's when you went. Yeah, when I was like, where did Terrence go?
Yeah, we got a lot of demo episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
there were
may or may
points.
not leak out.
Yeah, there were points where we were just like, not quite sure.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going with this? How does this work? But when you do something so many times, it just becomes second nature. So
Yeah,
it
of
just
course.
flows nowadays.
So does Live Local still exist?
Live Locals is right now. As of right now, it's I don't know. It's somewhere, man. It's like Bigfoot.
But so is this Social Primate? That's your podcast exclusively?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so that's just me by myself. Live Locals. Yeah, that's when we started recording with you.
Yeah.
I think I found you on Craigslist, and I was like, "Hey, I need a
You did,
space."
you did,
yeah,
yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
met up,
Yeah.
and the place looks kind of shady outside.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
"Where am I
exactly.
going,
It
man?"
was in Raw. It's the hood studio.
Yeah,
right?
and then I walk in, I was like, "Damn, it's a nice little cozy. Like it felt homey. Like
Yeah,
it
I
felt."
didn't have a big facility.
Yeah.
It's a small room, but I tried to make it as, I tried to create a vibe. in
Yeah.
it, so I hope I did. I guess
No,
I did.
dude, you did. It was great. While it lasted, it was awesome. Never no regrets there.
that damn lava lamp.
Yeah, set the mood. Yeah, it was just a good place to have a conversation, like to sit down and kind of get lost that you were in some like little studio.
Right, you forget. You just you could definitely be free in Annabelle's. It was
doubt,
it was really dope, yo.
That's my intent. No doubt.
It's a good
I'm
spot.
serious. I never heard this before, but that's was my intent.
Yeah.
To create a vibe in there.
Yeah, you just get comfortable, and then all of a sudden look up. You done spent like 8 hours in that bitch. Like,
Yeah, you wake up like you get out like everything's bright. Yeah, but just to answer the question, it's Live Locals hasn't been recording for a while, but I've listened to those conversations, those first ones when I first started doing podcasting,
Yeah.
and it sounds, oh man, I'm a little embarrassed sometimes, just at like the stuttering and the repeating,
Everything,
like the long pauses, and it's like, damn.
yeah.
But you get,
It's,
like you said,
you grow into it. You grow into it, and it becomes smoother and easier.
This is a definite craft. This is an art, and so I'm learning a new craft. I'm a creative person, so this is why the fuck we're doing it. It's something to be creative, but podcasting in itself is it's its own art form, and it's something to be taken seriously. And so we're definitely working to try to get better and better at this shit. And so I hear your show, and you definitely have improved, man. I'm like, yo, he's good.
yeah, thanks, dude. I do try, man. I get stoned sometimes, and I'm just like, fuck.
Well, you
Oh,
have
that's
to,
how
yeah.
y'all be going so deep
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that motherfucker.
That's
Like,
probably why. Just you're giving the secret away, man.
I be like, damn.
Nah, but for the most part, it's evolved, and which is why I'm glad, like, that I see that you're coming up and you're doing your thing now.
Yeah, man.
Because I know there's a lot of people that talk about and saying that there's like podcasting kind of has, it blew up. It blew up like a few years ago, and it's been it's been booming. So it's becoming a little oversaturated. So it's getting
Is that
harder.
a bad or a good thing, though?
Yeah, that's what I want to.
I still don't
think
think
it's
it
a
hit.
good thing.
I still don't think it hit critically mass yet, though,
Yeah.
because there's still a lot of people I talk to who don't listen to podcasts, still don't really know what a podcast is.
Right.
I think we're into it. We maybe in like a little bubble, kind of a little.
Yeah.
I still believe we're so early in the game. A lot of people really not tapping into it just yet. And I just see a lot more people in the future starting to really want to jump into this platform and do things. So I don't think it's saturated at all. I think there's plenty of room, plenty of space.
Damn, that's a lot of content, like that you're gonna be. Just in general, like the amount of content that's being produced, like it gives you the same sense that there is people who just want to express themselves, man. Like who just want to be heard and give their
wanna be
input,
heard,
or give a platform for others.
Yeah, it's therapeutic and it's educational. So it's so much to gain from podcasting. Yeah, that's why I see it growing. I don't see it stopping no time soon.
Yeah.
There's I think there's a site called Luminary.
Yeah, Luminary, yeah.
I think they're the ones who are been. I don't know. I haven't really heard or read into the service, but I know they're just basically like a subscription based, where you pay a certain amount to
They have their
listen.
own like kind of original content they're producing. I
Yeah,
think.
something's like that.
It's
Because
like
I know
the
you can.
Netflix of podcasting, basically.
Yeah, which I think is kind of. I don't know what to
shit.
really think of it.
I don't
You know,
either.
It's like.
I'm down.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
It sounds like money to me.
For sure, yeah. But I mean, getting people to pay for your podcast already sounds like
I don't. Yeah.
Like I don't think anybody will pay to listen to the Social Primate at this point.
I don't know. Not saying we're first. Not at this point.
Why not?
And
why not?
Man,
I mean,
I think people
maybe that's just,
become too accustomed to podcasts being free, myself included. I don't think there's much value in people paying for an actual podcast.
No, you're right though. You guys
create great content and then
the advertisers
and other things will come along.
That's what's
But I think the content should still remain free.
$99.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there is a cost, as you know, to operate all this.
You got to do like the mid rolls, like subscribe to Anchor.fm.
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I think I'm not buying it. I'm not at that point where I'm gonna pay for a podcast.
Yeah.
When I know I can get content, high quality content
for free
somewhere else.
Yeah,
you know,
somewhere else.
But I guess once they start jumping into that, like let's say Joe Rogan jumps into Luminary.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'll probably maybe drop the money. You know, but again, that's
how much would you drop though?
I mean, I think the service is like $6. It's not a lot, you know,
Okay.
but. The idea of it is like you're already buying into the industry. You're already making it available for other companies to come and make platforms. And next thing you know, it's like Netflix and fucking Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And then you have all of them because they have each exclusive content, and you're paying the same thing as cable.
That's inevitable because, as you know, the ABCs, all the big networks, they're into podcasting now in some shape or form.
Oh, yeah.
Spotify is making a big push. I think they did something with Gimlet Media, something like that. So money is being thrown around. So people at the top, they do see the value in this kind of content, you know. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll have to see, man.
The flag is planted.
The flag is planted. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you, as long as you're consistent, because I know I've seen podcasts that, you know, it's understandable you don't have time because you're based on your like individual schedule.
Yeah.
So they don't record for like months, and then they come up with a new episode.
Right.
And then you kind of have to like start the ball rolling again.
Yeah.
Right. They get forgotten about.
And they get forgotten about, and then something new comes out.
Yeah. A lot of them fall off after about 7 to 10 episodes. You never see them again.
Yeah, you definitely got to try to be consistent as possible, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's for you, everybody. Fresh to Death podcast.
Yeah, Fresh to Death season 1. Go check us out.
Fresh to Death.
Yeah, dude, it's a cool concept, bro.
Now our season is gonna run typically from about October to March.
Yeah.
And that's kind of based around us, based around our birthdays.
That's on our birthdays. Yeah, we launch on his birthday, which is in
October.
April, yeah,
October.
and
End October.
And in March, which is my birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and then we take our little break, gather ourselves, get ready
see
for
where
the next
we're at,
season.
you know, see
regroup.
See what we can do better, regroup, you know,
Right.
and try it again. But yeah, we love to do it. You know, we love that we're doing it, and
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna keep on doing it. You know,
Right.
yeah.
And it's dope because we get to talk at this point. We get to talk directly to the people that grew up in our neighborhoods because everybody's not on Fresh to Death just yet.
No.
But with us starting to market it, with us starting to advertise, of course our friends and family are jumping on. So it's just great things that we can do around. Great words we could put out. To help the people that we grew up with, encourage them, maybe enlighten them up on something, and just try to bring people together again. So that's one thing that we do there with Fresh to Death. One of my concepts too, like we grew up with a lot of gangbangers in our neighborhood.
Long Beach,
So-
Crip neighborhood.
Yeah, so I like to grab certain drops from just the neighborhood cats. Not so much drops from your celebrities and things like that. It's not radio, but I'm getting drops from the OG homie from the local hood. Like, go ahead and say what's up with Fresh to Death. So you'll have the homies on there talking, and that's just kind of how we get their attention and get their ear.
Yeah.
Make sure that everything is still connected in the neighborhood to build bridges.
Yeah.
There's some people in our neighborhood that may have some old beefs, and we just want to dead all that.
Yeah, life is bigger than that. We got to move
Much
past
bigger
all
than
that.
that,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Each one got to teach one, help each other, and just get to the next level.
It's okay to grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay to grow up, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the idea of that of change, right? Like, I would assume that's what that's kind of related to.
So the name, I mean, this place is magical, man. It's like I stepped into a different universe stepping here, man. I have to comment. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, so well, what do you consider it, Dre? Elvis Studio?
Well, yeah, the studio's named Elvis Studios.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Elvis Studio.
Elvis. How do we get that? How do we come up with that name?
Oh, it's named after my homie. He died of cancer.
Oh shit.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
So he didn't get to see the studio, so I named it after him.
No
I know it's a
doubt.
sad story. That's what I'm telling you.
Damn.
No, you should tell it,
I
man.
know.
Yeah, tell it. If that's what it is, yeah, tell it. Yeah.
But everybody says it's like stepping in my brain
No doubt.
stepping in my
I
brain.
love it, man.
or on drugs.
So, okay, obviously you guys are big Rogan fans.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of Rogan vibe.
Oh,
So,
for
are you
sure.
the Jamie?
I feel up to Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a Jamie of like all the shows.
All the shows, huh?
I produce 10 shows.
Damn. Okay. You
That's
in it?
dope.
Okay. So what's the end game for pot? Are you just doing it to be creative, or are you trying to grow something? Like, what do you envision?
No,
What are you
just-
working towards,
it's just
if you don't
fun.
mind me asking?
It's just fun. It's
Uh-huh.
just like I love to do it, and I have ways of doing it, and I
Yeah.
know other people want to try it, so I have resources. I like to help and share them,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's a creative outlet,
Yeah.
and it's fun. That's why I try to keep it fun and all that. But I know people take it serious and professional and
Yeah.
all that stuff,
Yeah.
and I try to be professional too, but I'm not good
It
with
has to be fun though.
the-
Yeah.
yeah.
That's my whole take on it too. Like,
to
I
be
just
fun.
want to have a fucking blast,
Yeah. It has to be
and
fun.
I hope that the people rock with me. Just want to have fun.
Yeah.
If you come here and you didn't have fun, I feel bad. So I do something to make
Yeah.
it fun.
Yeah.
So that's what all.
Hey, if you can't have fun in here, something wrong with you.
There's something
Period.
wrong with you. Yeah. It's,
How did you two hook up?
well, Live Locals podcast too. When we were still doing that, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, through Fix. Yeah. Some like he's a rapper too. Dark Ghost Fix. I think we had him on my show on Live Local show.
The highs kicking in.
Yeah, the highest kick.
Yeah.
Oh, for you?
Yeah, not for me. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Good, yeah. So
Captain
we about to
America.
go to another level. I
cool.
feel it kicking in. So if this is like the Rogan show, if I got to take a piss, I can just leave. We live on air. That's cool. Yeah. Okay, no doubt.
You can walk out.
Just
Yeah,
walk out.
you don't gotta wait. But, but yeah, for the most part,
Watch that damn dog.
Hannah,
My man, do not mess with the dog.
she grew to me, man. I
She's
love that
beautiful.
dog.
Yeah, I was just petting her before I walked in.
just let her smell you, then she won't bug you no more. But
Don't mess with him. I got two at home. He won't go in the
Hey.
backyard.
it's fine. It's fine.
She looked like a
It's a big dog. I'm not mad.
man.
Yeah,
She
I
looked
know,
like
yeah,
a
I'm
dire
gonna-
wolf.
She's big, man. She's sick ass wolf.
She looked like a dire wolf out there, man. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah, so we just hooked up. We had him. He
Pause. We connected the show.
Yeah.
Pineapples.
Go ahead.
No homo. No homo.
and then-
I don't play that pause game. You guys play the pause game? You just saying that. Pause. Yeah, we hooked up.
yeah, we hooked up.
It's 2020.
Jay-
No judgment.
Oh yeah, we're not making jokes. We don't condemn those type of
Absolutely.
behaviors here.
No.
But yeah, we hooked up. It was great. And
Damn.
now we at some point once I jumped into Social Primate, we got in contact again.
Yeah.
We continued doing the show, and yeah, man, I've been here since then. So
It's dope, man.
it's pretty cool,
Dope.
man. No, I like it. I've always enjoyed
Oh.
his services. No pun intended.
Oh my god.
But no, I'm for reals. His services are great.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Point is, I still love doing it.
Does he service everybody in this room?
Hey, what?
Hey, whoa. I can step out at any time, right?
You have to watch right now.
Damn.
Everybody's like, what's
He's like, I'll watch right now.
Oh man.
Nah, man. Wait, let's see how much. What time is? What time is this 8:30 or
Oh shit! The clock's up. It's good. Let me fix that.
just to double check? Just to
There you go.
also 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So with the time that we have left, I want to jump into some random stuff here.
Okay.
You got shout out from Angel Ramos. He said shout out.
Oh damn, Angel from Live Locals, dude.
Oh,
Remember?
no doubt.
Ah.
Angel, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I remember him. Peace.
Yeah, he's probably watching us through
My
his cameras
guys,
right now.
yeah.
But yeah, man. So I mean, the whole conversation has grown since then. I just like the people aspect of it, and I think it's been great just meeting new people, learning different perspectives, and
No,
even teaching me how to kind of question my own my views on things. And
absolutely, yeah.
Uh-huh.
it's for sure it's rewarding. At the end of the day, like whatever it is that happened with any conversation that I've had, I feel like I've gotten more understanding of, air quotes, the human level. And it's like, it's just a new growth for me. And I feel like
podcasts have definitely helped me to expand my point of view on things. Just from political shit to really enlightening my whole point of view on the whole gay and LGBTQ movement. You know, I was so uninformed. Not like I'm super informed now, but just listening to all these different points of views, it just helps me see their community in a whole different life. I have just a deeper understanding for them, and I don't understand why anyone could be against anyone from who lives a different kind of lifestyle. No matter gay or straight or any kind of ethnicity you are. Just I don't know. I just don't understand. Just from a human level, I wish we can all just kind of connect and just. Because we all have a spirit going on. Now I know this is part of the weed talking too. That's what I'm saying. The high's kicking in. So, but just podcast just helped broaden my mind on shit, man.
Dope.
Yeah. Did you get it? Are you like an avid listener of like podcasts?
No, I'm still. You know what? So I grew up rapping, right? I'm an MC.
Check this. Sorry.
So in the podcasting world, I probably should listen to more podcasts. I have a few, like 2 or 3 that I might go to, but I haven't really like ventured down the rabbit hole too much. One thing is because I'm still developing myself. I don't want to get influenced by anybody else's podcast, so I really don't listen to a lot of podcasts. I mean, before coming here, I listened to a few episodes of yours. I listened to Hip Hop Digest. Shout out to them. Let me see here. I can't even think of the other ones.
Message I gotta take care of, but
go ahead.
Go for it, man.
I can't even really think of anybody else off the top, but I try to limit the podcast that I consume at the moment, just because I know I'm young in this game and I'm starting out, and I don't want to be accused of taking nobody's style or their formats or anything like that. Like, it's just I give you me. Period.
I listen to almost more podcasts than I do music.
Yeah, for sure.
I love and I make music, but.
Now, do you listen to podcasts for information or for entertainment or for just...
At this point, it'll be more entertainment with a little bit of, like, education behind it, depending upon... Like I said, I don't listen to a lot of different podcasts. So the ones that I'm listening to right now is kind of like entertainment / hip-hop.
Yeah,
that's my thing. That's what
crazy.
I'm into.
Entertainment, being entertained, period, for me is last on my list. I need to be engaged.
There's silly podcasts where I just listen to our comedians.
But even the comedic shit, I need some substance, something.
I can listen to just mayhem.
I like stories, man. I like listening and hearing people's experiences, man. Like my boy had put me up on it. I hate to say it, and I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there, but it was a podcast of porn stars, man, and they was like. The old the 90s ones, like that grew up like the Janet Jack me that he'd be like tell a story like, man, I brought her on, I put her on, that was just my girlfriend, and we just flipped her, and then she just like, oh my God. It's really crazy, but it'd be like Julius St. Jacques and all of them, like old school dudes, Mr. Marcus, telling their story on podcasts. That's entertaining as fuck.
What do you primarily listen to podcasts for?
Oh, the Dre?
Yeah.
Whatever he's wearing. Sorry, it's because I just had somebody like
go ahead
for some reason here. But I mean, just to while Dre's doing that real quick. Yeah, I mean, I've been nonstop listening to Joe Rogan, man. I've been listening to what's his other guy's name?
You said you stopped listening?
No, I started. I've started listening to him again because for a while he was kind of slowing down. And then it's picked up steam since then. But there was a guy, Russell. What the fuck is his name?
Russell Brand.
Dude, that guy's been. I like his conversations.
I checked out a couple. Yeah, he did one with Jordan Peterson, I think.
Yeah,
Was it
Jordan Peterson? I think he did one with.
I could be wrong. Someone of that set. Someone like him. But yeah, his shit is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's interesting. He talks more about like spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's just really interesting.
You would never think he's that kind of guy. Yeah. I think he did like a mushroom trip or something.
I think that guy's been doing bunch of mushroom trips.
Wow.
It definitely changes your point of view on shit. Yeah.
No, it's funny because I think just a few days ago they arrested some people from some fucking like white power shit. It's called the base arrest DMT. Let me see, because they had a bunch of they were making DMT. So this neo-Nazi group, I think based off of Virginia, they were gonna go to that this rally, right? I think that happened for like a gun rally for, I think, what is it, First Amendment? Is that the gun right? Second Amendment, yeah. And they have this group. Basically, they were gonna hold some kind of attack that they were setting up, but they got diverted with the FBI diverted them, and they were allegedly trying to make DMT. For what reason? I don't think they've released that reason yet. But okay, like you would think DMT will be like the drug that's gonna it's just gonna fuck you up and take you to a new world, man.
Right.
Give you a whole new perspective on things.
Right.
And I just think it's kind of funny that they will assume that would, I don't know, what was their point? Like try to trick people into thinking that their neo-Nazi views were legit? I don't know, man. Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense.
You gotta sell it somehow.
And exactly how I give them just a fake ass shit, placebo effect.
Get them high as fuck, they will come, huh? Just try to bring them in anyway.
Yeah, these guys, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about this kind of stuff. It's
pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
But shit, if they got a podcast, I need to probably tune in, listen, see what the fuck they talking
saying?
about.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, if the information is there, let's get it. And I don't have to attend a rally. Cool.
Watch it from afar. Yeah, it's true. Make them go viral in that sense.
Oh,
yeah.
that sucks.
No, but I don't know, man. I think it's crazy. And like, I don't know if you saw the news footage of that a few days ago. I think it was just yesterday. There was also streets filled with people in like their super, let's see, Virginia. Where's it? Virginia rally, gun capital. Just keywords here. Yeah. So I shouldn't have a problem loading one of these, right, Drake? Okay. Let's see. So we got Virginia gun rights rally concludes peacefully despite earlier fears of extreme violence.
Yeah, that might have concluded peacefully, but
fuck this.
I guarantee they keep having these.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that they've been having pretty often, you know. I think the whole reason that became a big deal was because that the base group, the neo-Nazi group, was to show up there and kind of like, I don't know, hold attacks. It's still kind of vague. Oh, it's still muted. Fuck. Let's see. He's gonna show some clip. But then he was loaded with like assault rifles. You know, it's in every right for them to be able to do that. You know. But
yes, your amendment right. You know, your constitutional right, bear arms. But
and with this legislature,
yeah, people just taking it a little too far nowadays.
People voted this group of folks in who are now in control.
But that's what we do with everything. We push the limits.
Yeah, for sure. That's why everybody right now is kind of like up in the air with a bunch of issues. Mm-hmm. We went so far as one way. Oh, wait.
Richmond has usurped the Constitution of the United States. All we want to do is to be able to defend ourselves, you know, not only from, you know, violent criminals, but from a government that will usurp the Constitution as well.
What violent criminals do you think he's talking about? Let's talk about it. What violent criminals is he referring to? They're in Virginia, right?
Yeah. In Virginia.
Is there
Mexicans?
Right. Is there a large Mexican population in Virginia?
Everywhere. So with all this war shit going on, you guys think it'd be a World War III? What's the
I think we're pretty.
There'll absolutely be a World War III. I just don't know.
Absolutely?
Absolutely. You had World War I and II.
You said
why wouldn't you
and
follow?
Oh, okay, wait, okay, yeah.
You put a timeline on it. Put a timeline on it.
But I'm saying sooner though.
Nah, not sooner. But it's gonna happen. I mean, you got a bunch of idiots with big weapons, man. That's what you got.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Somebody gonna pop off.
So in the next 20 years, what does war even look like?
Then it's gonna be some Terminator shit, man.
Yeah, it's more like video game type shit.
Yeah, I mean for sure. I mean they moved to drones, so they're trying to disconnect the whole
human aspect
of it. But I know they've been funding like some exoskeletons for the military too, you know, to help them carry their packs and shit, make them more mobile. Robotics. Yeah, so like robotics. So I would think at some point they're gonna merge.
Nuts.
So the shit is the Matrix. For real, it's the Matrix.
Pretty much.
Demolition Man. Live in the flesh.
Shit.
What's real? What's real, man?
Cooper. Yeah, man. I don't know. That's how I would sense that things are heading towards. I mean, everybody talks about it too, you know. But for the most part, I think it's just gonna be like augmented version of your human body.
Yeah.
You know, or I think they're gonna start a program where people who've lost their eyesight in war, they're gonna put like some robotic, like a robot eye that has like this fucking interface, kind of like Iron Man, and you'll be able to like process things different, but it's only supposed to be used in the battlefield, so they won't allow you to take it home and like fucking wear while you're.
You know, there'll be some. As soon as they approve something like that, there'll be changes to the stipulations that are involved with that. You'll be able to get one as a civilian. Next thing you know, people will be giving their eyes up to get that robotic eye. Right. Wow. Eye with no flaws. I mean, I can't even pass the fucking eye chart at the DMV nowadays. I pay for that robotic shit. I see through your soul. Like, literally. Like, I see through your body right now. Like,
the contact with the screen in it now. Augmented reality. You seen that?
Which one? No.
Man.
Is that what Google has?
Now they did.
It's not Google.
Is
But
that-
I think they showed it. I think it's
Contact?
It's contact.
Google had
From
the
who?
glasses at first. That was kind of the first phase of it.
Yeah, that was Google Glasses. Yeah.
But what's the
But I know
company?
they way past that shit now, probably.
Contact.
Hell yeah. Give me that Terminator eye, man. Give me them.
But will you wear it even if it didn't look like a human eye? It was all just like.
Yep. Yep.
Really? Metallic?
Yep. Because guess what? I'm about to be on some real nigga shit right now. You walk in, you the only dude walk in with that metallic eye.
What you saying? All the ladies gonna get you up? I'll be back. I don't know.
Don't make me wink at you, baby.
Oh, it looks like it's not there.
That looks good.
But
That actually kind of looks like a natural eye, though.
That did.
it has
Oh, it's like a
screen in
display.
it.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
screen inside the eye.
Yeah, yeah. But it's still connected to a strip, though. They haven't got it wireless.
Oh, so it's like a strip that hangs there outside?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Man.
But that is possible. You wear a helmet, put it in your eye, and just
Wow.
load up.
That'd be pretty cool.
Right. Change the flash, homie.
Fuck.
We live in the future, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, the technology is already being worked on. It's just a
Man,
matter
It's just
of
not
it.
accessible.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as it starts trickling down to the public, we're gonna start seeing Phil here with a
They-
robotic eye.
Man, chilling.
You know
Terminator
he's gonna get
style.
one.
Robotic
He's an early
eye with a
adopter.
Guinness.
Fuck. Well, if before we start wrapping this up, guys,
Yeah.
if people want to find the podcast, where can they contact you guys? Where can they find you on social
You can
media?
find a podcast all streaming platforms. Anywhere you can find podcasts, we're there. As far as what's our social media?
Hey, you the one who on all social media platforms. Go ahead, give it to him.
I am SP Fresh across all social media platforms. Fresh to Death podcast on all social media platforms.
You
as well.
can find me on Instagram, Big Phil, aka Northside Itchy. I think it's some underscores in there too, like big underscore Phil underscore Northside Itchy. You'll get me. But yeah, you can check us out. Apple Podcasts. You can check us out on all those platforms.
Anywhere that you can get them, we're there.
Exactly.
Fresh to Death. TWODEAF.
That's what's most important.
That's what's most important. Yeah.
TWO.
DEAF.
Not TOO people.
Not
Yeah.
T. Yeah.
Not TOO. TWO.
Not
DEAF.
Right.
Man, thank you guys again for coming out, man.
Man,
I
thank you,
appreciate
man.
the time.
Thank you so much for having us,
Dope as
Eddie.
hell, man.
Man.
There is. I hope it's not too long before we see each other again.
Absolutely not.
Same with
Absolutely
you, Phil.
not.
It was
Absolutely
nice
not.
meeting you.
Very nice meeting you, brother.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Everybody, to see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for having us. Dope.